Well, Veterans Health Week starts tomorrow and the theme is social connections. The aim is to reinforce the importance that social activities and camaraderie play in the life of vets. Ray James is a Vietnam veteran who served in the Navy and Navy Reserve for 46 years. He's now the acting president of RSL New South Wales. And Sarah Watson is a former intelligence officer and Iraq veteran. Ray and Sarah are on the line this afternoon. And welcome to the program, Ray, and welcome, Sarah.
Thanks, Jim. Yeah, thank you, Jim, and hello to all the listeners out there as well.
Good to have you on board. Great to have a chat with both of you. Ray, let's start with you. You've been a part of Defence for a very long time. How has the approach to veterans' mental health changed since you joined?
There's a lot more emphasis on it now than it was back. I mean, I joined in 1965 and as a 15-year-old, and over the years I've seen the changes. I've been a member of the RSL since 1975. Obviously not active while I was still serving, as active as I am now, but I've seen the changes over the years, Jim. Yeah, really, really big changes and for the better.
So, which is great news. As the head of RSL New South Wales, Ray, what feedback have you received from veterans in regards to Veterans Health Week?
Veteran Health Week is very important and it marks an annual part each year. But what we do on Veterans Health Week is actually being done statewide throughout the year in different areas, and we just like to encourage all areas and communities and sub-branches in those communities to get on board, and hopefully from if it's the first time they've been involved, that it carries on and so that it can grow and grow to encourage all veterans in the communities, because a lot of the veterans are not members of the RSL and they don't need to be, but we're all veterans when it comes to it, and camaraderie is the thing that we all share.
Sarah, you were medically discharged from the Army in 2015 with PTSD and major depressive disorder. When you first left the Army, did you find it difficult to find help, and did you find it difficult to ask for help?
Yes, Jim, I found it really difficult to ask for help because obviously joining the military and being in the military family for 18 or so years that I was, we are sort of conditioned to toughen up and get on with a job and not sort of make a big deal if you're having a hard time. So to change that mindset when I actually really did need the help was a big step forward in healing, I guess, from my mental health injuries. Yeah. One
of the great recent memories for me in our city was the Invictus Games, which was just incredibly inspiring a couple of years ago. Now, you were in the 2017 Invictus Games in Canada, Sarah, competing in cycling. What was that experience like to be surrounded by fellow veterans?
Oh, it was phenomenal. I mean, I'm a huge lover of sport, and I truly believe sport can bring all sorts of people together in such a positive way and give sort of a sense of real achievement as well as belonging to something bigger. And that's what the Invictus Games did for me, and I was just hugely grateful to be a part of the team and the Australian team, and we did we did pretty good.
Yeah, I love the Invictus Games. As I said, one of the great highlights was attending those a couple of years ago. It's something we should be very, very proud of. I've just mentioned about that sense of community. You'll be showing that sense of community at your local RSL in Yass, I believe, Sarah. Did I hear you're organising yoga and coffee for the week?
Yeah. I've got together. I've joined my local sub branch. I've brought the average age down maybe by 30 odd years, but no, we won't go on about that. But that's fine. I absolutely love the guys, the older gents who have welcomed me into the fold, and we've just met this afternoon in the park to do a reconnaissance of where we're going to set up the yoga and the coffee van, and hope that we get a nice turnout for the social connection aspect of the activity, which is really just getting together. Yoga, come and try. Don't have to bend yourself inside out, but it's nice to sort of move your body so you don't get bent out of shape.
Yeah, absolutely.
And coffee, obviously, everyone needs a coffee.
We all need coffee. Yeah. Can't have enough coffee. Don't worry about that, Sarah. I might come down to Yass for a coffee with you.
I'd love that.
Good on you. Coming back to you, Ray, Veterans Health Week. Looking after people like Sarah is something you do all year round, isn't it?
It is, Jim, and you mentioned the Invictus Games, and the flow on from the Invictus Games was really great because it identified what we can do and what people can do out of defence and keep that camaraderie up. So this running in, like you said, it's 2 years ago with Invictus Games, and we've come a long way since then, and a lot of areas have taken on board these sorts of things, and it's also running into to our Remembrance Day as well. So it's a very important time running up into the end of this year, remembering with COVID-19 and what we couldn't do at Anzac Day and that. So yeah, special time.
Well, it's a very important week, and I'm glad we could chat about it on the program this afternoon. To you, Ray, and to you, Sarah, thank you for everything you've done for our country, and I hope you have a good week.
Thank you, Jim.
Thanks so much, Jim. Cheers.
Good on you. That's Ray James, the acting president of RSL New South Wales and Vietnam veteran, and Sarah Watson, a former intelligence officer and Iraq veteran. As I said, a very significant week for those who have sacrificed so much, our men and women on the front line, as far as Veterans Health Week's concerned, with a particular focus on mental health. And if you want to find out more, head to rslnsw.org.au. That's rslnsw.org.au.